Good morning, folks. Ron Bishop here from Timaru, New Zealand. Every day I come online and I'm talking about stuff. I talk about things that happen in Timaru and things that happen in my life. Now, I've got a bit to do, you see, because I've been diagnosed with cancer and they've given me up to 3 years to live. But I'm going to fight it. I'm going to beat it. But in the meantime, just in case I do die before I'm ready, I've got a video, a record of what I've done. And one of the things that I've done, and I'm very proud of, is produce a newspaper called Photo News. Now, some of you will have looked at my other video I did when I went down and tried to promote the Timaru Herald when they had their display. And we got in there and it was all about John Bissett and his father Ron Bissett and things like that. And they wouldn't let us video it. Well, I got a son, a stepson called Gus Bishop, and he used to be a photographer for the Timaru Herald. And he was a bloody good photographer. And none of his photos were there. They didn't put any photos on the display of his. And there was quite a few photographers in Timaru at the time working for the Herald, but they only have John Bissett's photos there, you see. So I thought today we would video all the photo newses, because Gus and I did the photo news, and my daughter Sharon, we did photo news, and we did 11 issues. The first newspaper to come out in Timaru, which was a freebie, gave it away for free. And of course we never made any money. And because we never made any money, we had to close it down. But we did a bloody good job, and I'm going to show you the photographs, okay? So come with me. Well, here I am, folks. I'm out at the Steam On Inn, the restaurant out in Pleasant Point. I've come out here to get a copy of the photo news. My son Gus has got the first issue that we did, and I'm going to go through it and tell you about what's in the issue number 1, which we produced in 1983, which is 31 years ago. Pleasant Point is famous for its railway line, historic railway line. There's number 699 there on that shed. Here's the railway line down here. The railway station, historic railway station. This is Pleasant Point, New Zealand. And I've just been over and had lunch with Gus and Jenny at the Steam On Inn. Gus and Jenny, Gus is my son and Jenny's my daughter-in-law, and had a wonderful meal there. Seafood chowder, you should try it, it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so come on out here and go and see Gus and Jenny at the Steam On Inn. Here it is, Photo News. South Canterbury's photographic newspaper. Issue number 1, November 1983, which is 31 years ago. On the front page, we have a photograph here of the Temuka Bride of the Year entrance. Vivian Manger, Clandy Boy, Sue Anderson, Arari Station, Judith Davidson from Winchester, and Donna Binney from Temuka. Below here we have a little girl with a black lamb. Her name is Michelle Smiley, with a little black lamb. There she is. The face of the festival is Graham Mackay. He's a member of the Geraldine Fire Brigade. Opening water skiing at Lake Tekapo, Nigel Shaw's on the water ski there. So this was issue number 1 of Photo News, South Canterbury's first photographic newspaper, which was given away for free. Now looking at page 2 of Photo News, 6-year-old Daniel Grossmith, and his sister Heather, 3-year-old Heather, sitting on the a Kenworth truck there belonging to Arundel Lumber. Here's another truck. A 2-year-old Rachel McFedrin and a truck called the Dennis from Brunswick Farm in Timaru. Here's a deer farming seminar. The people in the photograph are Mark Ackland, Rex Nola, Bob Swain, and Graham Thompson and Noel Beaton. Over here we have a world record holders of pole vaulting, and they are Michael Merrin, Doug Clement, Mark Myron, Mark Ireland, Gary Ramsey and Wayne Doyle. There they are. Also on page 2 is an advertisement by Dodds Aluminium. Dick Dodds is well known in Timaru, and this is his advertisement. He was the first person to advertise with the Photo News. Dodds Aluminium Limited, agents for Nebulite. We're now looking at page 3 of Photo News, and I'll run through the names of the people mentioned on this page. Keith Jackson, Wayne Robinson, Merv King, Clark King, Graham Irvine, Gary Chiplin, Brian Curtis, Centrepoint Marine, Dennison Enterprises are all there on page 3. On page 4 of Photo News, we have some sheep shearers. They are C. Gibson, D. Gillespie, L. Donaldson, A. Cox, R. Pivick, and P. Lyon. Rachel Moore and Emily Watson won a speech competition at the Waimatatai School. Photo of John Blackburn here. He walked from Cape Reinga to Bluff. That's him with the camera there. Over here playing tennis, we've got Wayne Thomas. Now, Broadbank used to sponsor bowls. I was the manager of Broadbank, and we used to sponsor bowls. And see, these are some of the people in the photograph. Okay. Rose Maxwell, Betty Brooks, Pat Davey, Bernie Gilmore, Daphne Browning, Cyril Peck, Les Burrell. Oh yeah, and there's Laurie Cosgroves in the photograph as well. Here's some more bowlers. Ruth Tweedy, Diane Wallace and Lydia Keane. We're looking at page 6 of Photo News. John Leck, Carl Boyd, Philip Morgan, Kevin Williams, and Wayne somebody. Just a minute. There are a lot of photos in Photo News. I thought I could name all the people, but it's pretty impossible by yourself. Trying to do everything by myself, not easy. But you probably got your photo in here somewhere. Farmers Trading there's got an advertisement. This is on page, what's this, page 6? Page 7, Gleneedy Auto Services is there, Ollis Computer Centre. Lots of photographs. Too many people to name. Over here we've got Camera World, they advertised with us. Come to Tekapo, Alpine Village Resort, Tekapo Alpine Inn advertised with us. Over here we've got the Halliwell family, Graham, I think it's Kay and Graham Halliwell with the little child. There's some other babies there. Wrightsons, Right Cars advertised with us, gave us a lot of support. Over here we've got some more wedding photos. That's Gus and Jenny Bishop there. They were married in 1983. There's some more people here and I can't read them. The printing's too small. It's very hard doing this by yourself. Smith's Wholesale Groceries. Gleneedy Tavern is there. Maxshaw Menswear. South Canterbury Security Services. Who have we got here? Paul Gilfeder, Managing Director. First company to give us a full page ad. South Canterbury Security Services Limited. And there's their advertisement there. Over the page we've got more people. Too many to name. The printing's too small. I can't read it, but they're all there. Someone playing tennis. Someone in a buggy cart. They've got Bob Kennedy Building. Someone remember Bob Kennedy? Albury Garage 1980 Limited. Pirrie Truck and Trailers Limited. There's my daughter Sharon. She's saying hello from Photo News. She worked for Photo News. Over here we've got a centenary here. I don't know what it's. Waimate Salvation Army Corp recently held their centenary. There it is there. All the people. Waimate Appliances advertised with us. And the Criterion Hotel in Waimate. It's all there. Over the page. Photo News Festival. Here's a lot of people here. You'll have to get a copy of this Photo News to see who all they are, but they're all there. Prattley Engineering was a good advertisers for us. They advertised. Newman's Tyre Services advertised with us. E.G. Peters Butchery. Someone remember them. Arundel Lumber Company. Geraldine Licensing Trust. There's a photo of my son Gus with his camera, and that's me down there, having a bit to say on the issue number 1. Gleneedy Nurseries took a half-page advertisement with us. Gleneedy Nurseries. Over the page on the back, advertised by photography. We'll put you in the picture. There's a photograph of me 31 years ago. Ron Bishop, the manager. There's Gus Bishop, the editor, with his camera. Over here is my daughter Sharon. She was the receptionist. And taking a Photograph Newspapers Limited, 50 Church Street was our office. And Electronic House supported us with an advertisement. So did Dove Print. Dove Print gave us a hand to put the newspaper together. But there it is. And there's a little poem here that I wrote in 1983, and this is what it says. I'm a little bit newspaper, I'm a little bit magazine. They call me Photo News, which is something in between. I'm issued free to every household, and my advertisers think I'm great. I travel throughout South Canterbury, bringing good news to every gate. A picture speaks 1,000 words and never tells a lie. Photo News needs your support, so don't you pass me by. Thank you for looking me over. I'll see you when I get back. Together we're going places to put South Canterbury on the map. And he's still doing it. 73 years of age now, this bloke, Ron Bishop, and he's still promoting South Canterbury.